Not very often you see wet stuff, as I call it, because you can't say the R word. That's a forbidden word, especially on race day. Oh goodness, I need to grade this road. It's race day, and it's been a hectic one, I guess. Just sitting there watching the radar, hoping this stuff will blow over. This is all we've gotten. I don't know if y'all can see it on my windshield, but it's a very light sprinkle, and it's been kind of like that. It just started maybe about 20 minutes ago, and it shows the radar is supposed to be like this until probably 8 o'clock, and it's only 6:19. So this ain't enough to cancel the show, but it does eventually need to move out before we can actually get onto the track. So we got buddies out in Jonesboro keeping me updated. Of course, Papaw, he lives in Jonesboro, and they're further south, and that's where it's getting hit harder. And they're saying it's literally off and on, and whenever it is, you know, doing stuff, it's a very light sprinkle. So fingers crossed we'll be getting to do some racing tonight. I've had a really good feeling when I was at the beach and all the way up until now, getting us a win in my car. So we'll see how this goes. Say our prayers. Good Lord above will bless us with the rain holding off, and yeah, I'll see you off the track. Well, you can probably tell it's did a little bit of raining. Not ideal, but we're here and we're racing. So everything's gone through. You still got the dark clouds, but they look a lot worse than they are. The sun's going down, but they had people out there packing the track. You can see these cars here. They're muddy. They had just got off the track, and so we're going to get this one ready. It's pretty much ready. It doesn't got all the plastic, all the tires, stuff like that. But we're about to hook this GoPro up, and I guess we're gonna go ahead and the heat race. Me and Dad are gonna have to switch, or he's going to the back, I'm pretty sure, because I am, or because he is breaking in his motor for his car. So I guess that's gonna put me on pole. So we're fingers crossed. We got Mike Carr in our heat race on the outside pole. So we're gonna see how that goes. He's really fast. He's always been really fast. So who knows? I've had this good feeling. Maybe it'll continue. We'll see how it goes. Y'all tag along. We'll see y'all to the heat race. Here I am once again, forgot to do an outro, but I'm going to go ahead and do the recap of the night now, because it don't really matter when I do it. So, I'm going to go ahead and start way back. We went to the beach, and I had this really strong feeling the whole time I was there, that when I came back, I was going to win my heat race. I know some of y'all may think I'm bullcrapping, but you can ask anyone around me, my family, everyone who went down there with me. I had a feeling when I came back, I was going to win my heat race. And I've had this feeling all the way up leading until, probably until Saturday night when I see Mike Carr was in my heat race, and then I got a little discouraged, but still had, quite a bit of faith in myself that it was going to happen. It just happened to work out the way it was, and I was already starting on pole with that heat race, so I knew I was in a good position. And so we start the heat race, slid up right through that mud. Of course, it was raining. You could probably see at the very beginning of the GoPro footage, there was rain literally hitting the GoPro. It was still kind of sprinkling down. So the track was muddy, but man, I want to go ahead and say quick, branch off real quick. Quick thank you to Trent Francis for keeping us, on that track and not calling it. We had people from Riverside, and people from Little Rock coming up to just to race at the Ridge. So for him to work the track in and for it to be as smooth as it was an amazing track. Was very impressive. But anyways, we get down into our heat race, and like I said, slid up that first on the start and kind of just maintained my way there. There's not much I can really say about it. Then we go into the feature. I start mid-pack. 2 laps in, the 12 car, he just parked one on my nose. From what y'all seen on the GoPro footage of that move was exactly what I seen. I'm driving on the high side, and next thing you know, I just see a rear end kick out right in front of me. And so I was not a fan of that move at all. That made me really frustrated, and now I got to go do a whole freak ton of body work thanks to him, but it happens. So then we move on, go to the next restart, and had a car come flying down and door my dad going into 1 and 2. That guy was running the high side, and he decided he wanted the low side just right then and there. So he came down, doored my dad. Them two got tangled up together. And then that same guy who parked it on my nose came in there as hard as he possibly could. I don't know what he was trying to do. If he was trying to throw another side job on a guy. But I was a little spun out, but I think I could have saved it. Got the car back under me. But when I did, he came through and he clipped my quarter panel just barely, and that was enough to get me around because I was already on the verge of spinning out by myself. So then we finally get some green flag runs in, and so we go to the back, probably like 11th or 12th or somewhere around there, and start moving our way up, staying on the bottom side. There for a little bit, there were 3 guys battling really hard right in front of me, and I'd seen how one of them had been driving, so I kind of was easing back, and I didn't want to get caught up in another mess. I'd already did that. And so then laps started ticking down. I decided it was probably time for me to go ahead and get on it. So then I closed the gap on them. And of course, as I close the gap, caution comes out. So caution comes out, I don't know, maybe about 7 to go. And I get up under Brian Woodard, the 15 car, and he goes to the top side. That put me in the 6. I also said right for the feature, I wanted a top 5. And then we went down into the 1 and 2. I held my spot, and I ran over a piece of metal that had came off Kyle Downs' car. And so that piece of metal, I knew as soon as I ran over, I was like, dadgummit, just my luck. And so we get down, we have another caution, and there's 3 to go. It's a green, white, checkered. I was doing my little swirly things, and my whole left front was picking up off the ground. I was like, oh gosh. And so I didn't actually know what the problem was, but I knew something was wrong. So my goal in those last 3 laps was to hug the bottom tires as hard as I could and not let anybody get up under me. And that's exactly what I did. I held my spot. I ended up getting my top 5 that I was wanting. And so it was all in all a great night. Just besides a couple of moves that one guy made that were pretty frustrating. So now I'm about to have to go outside and get to work. But thank you all guys so much for watching. All the people who came down, all the people who told me congratulations, thank you to y'all. Y'all are awesome. The people who came down to my pit and celebrated with me, y'all got to see that, which is pretty cool. I wouldn't be here, if it wasn't for my YouTube guys, and of course my sponsors, Reliable Energy Solutions, Work and Material Sales, Frey WorX, Checkers Pizza, Raptor Designs, Jordan Signs and Designs, and our new one, ATC Bolts and Fasteners. Y'all are going to see some of his mud covers, should be coming in today actually, but if you ever need any kind of bolts, racing style bolts, anything like that, his mud covers also, they're sweet. Y'all go check him out. Team ATC Bolts and Fasteners. You can look him up, Steve Brindle. Alright, so that's all I got for this video. Thank you guys for watching. I hope y'all have an amazing rest of y'all's week. Peace.